Well, hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I wanted to make a video talking about the top 6 mods I think you should do for your Panigale V2, V4, V4R, whatever you got. So let's talk about it. Alright guys, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to kind of go from least expensive all the way down to most expensive. So we'll start cheap, kind of make it easy entry point, and then we'll go from there. So number one, the first thing I think you should do is if you have a base V2 or a base V4, take that stock lead acid battery out, get yourself an anti-gravity battery. You're going to shave about 4.5 pounds. It's going to cost you about 150 or 170 bucks. And I'll put links down below to all these products for you guys as well, so you guys can kind of perusal doozle for yourself if this is what you're looking to do. But anti-gravity battery. I did one on my base model, shaved 4.5 pounds. Totally worth it. Cheap, easy mod to shave some weight. So that's number one. All right, guys, so for number two, it's going to be the Ducati Racing windscreen they offer for the V2 and the V4 as well. For 250 bucks, it is night and day a difference as far as the bubble that it offers you in the cockpit, especially on the V4 with those nice wide fairings that you can tuck your legs behind. You get basically no airflow over your helmet when you're fully tucked. Totally worth the money. It's great for, being comfortable when you're in the tuck. You have less head bobble, all that stuff. Totally worth it. 250 bucks. Check it out. All right, guys, so for number three, this is going to be more geared towards the street rider guys, but there's two companies that I really like for these, and that's going to be either Fulcrume or Futurismoto. And what I'm talking about is your mirror deletes with the integrated turn signals and your tail tidy. Yeah. If you're more into the whole forged carbon look and all that stuff, Fulcrume's going to be a great look for you. I had the Fulcrume tail tidy, but then I had the Futurismoto mirror block offs. Futurismoto is a more billet aluminum machine down kind of style for their front and rear package, whereas like I said, Fulcrume is going to be the forged carbon. Both phenomenal products. They look amazing. They're very minimal, really good LEDs. I love them both. I had, like I said, I had both. I had actually Fulcrume in the rear, and I had Futurismoto up front. They're great. And the benefit too, if you guys do go to the racetrack with your bike still, you do a little bit like 50-50, 80-20, whatever you do, street and track, you can just unplug those, you can unplug the turn signals and you can unplug the plate holder and just take your plate off in 5 minutes. And there you go. As far as being track prepped on those two fronts with taping stuff off like that, you're done, you're good to go. So highly recommend them. They're about the same price, fantastic products. I think they look way better than anything else on the market. So that's number three. All right, guys, for number four, it's going to be a good set of rear sets. I finally got some rear sets on my bikes getting worked on right now at Ducati Detroit. I went with Woodcraft. They're a great bang for the buck, and they're super high quality. And I cannot believe the difference that they make on the bike. When I'm looking at them, holding them, kind of sitting on it, blew my mind. I did try and get some CNC Racing rear sets. It took like 4 months to get them. They're beautiful. I was going to plan on running them all year, but I never got them. Ended up returning them because I went with Woodcraft because they're a lot cheaper. But no matter if you're looking to go, from that $500 to $750 range or $1,000 to $1,500, doesn't matter. I think it's really, really, really worth the investment, especially with the garbage that Ducati throws on there. Standard position, they're really small pegs, they're slippery, worth the money. If you balance it out at about $1,000 bucks, I think it's a really great mod for just about anybody, and you'll be more comfortable, better grip on the pegs, all around. I think it's a great mod. All right, guys, so this is kind of where we get expensive. There's obviously a big window on this one, but for number five, that's going to be an exhaust system. Now, I'll basically say right up front that the stock exhaust on a V4 sounds really solid. If you don't put an exhaust on your bike, not a big deal. It's got tons of power still. It sounds really cool, but deep down, we all want to put an exhaust on our bike, right? So I'm a big, big fan of a Akrapovic. doesn't matter what brand or what brand of bike I'd be riding, if I had a Yamaha or a BMW or a Ducati or any other brand. I just like Akrapovic styling. I like their fit and finish. I've put 3 systems on my bikes now. I think they're just built so nice. The materials, the quality, how light they are, phenomenal. So my number 1 recommendation for exhausts, and again, this could be a whole video talking about best exhaust for your Panigale, but would be a Akrapovic exhaust through Ducati for your bike. Whether you go slip-ons for a V2 or a V4, you do a full system, low mount, high mount, whatever. You get a full factory warranty. You could probably work out a deal, or you should be able to work out a deal with a good price on either free install or 15% off or whatever. At least, almost every dealer I think just about offers that. So that's my number 5. It's expensive, but you get a lot more power. You lose a lot of weight with a titanium system, and it sounds cool. So that's number 5. All right, guys, number 6, that's going to be a set of lightweight wheels, especially if you've got a V2 with the cast wheels or a base V4 with the cast wheels. The difference is night and day, guys. Good Lord. When I went from cast aluminums to forged mags on my V4, it's like the world stopped turning, for God's sakes. It is so much better, so different, so much more effortless to handle your motorcycle. It's totally worth the money. Obviously, getting into a set of carbons or forged mags, not a cheap adventure, but is it worth it? I think it is. And especially if you're going to the racetrack and you want a set for, reins, if you're a well-prepped track guy, you got a backup set of reins on your stock tires, and you run slicks on your forged mags or your carbons or whatever your heart desires. I'm a forged magnesium guy. Do whatever makes you happy. But is it worth the money, I think, for nice lightweight wheels? Absolutely. So that's all 6, guys. Bonus at the end here, just get a full set of carbon race bodywork. Never put a plate on it again. Burn your motorcycle license, go to the racetrack forever, and that's it. Because riding on the street's boring. See you later.